I'm Darrel Clark. I teach clarinet and saxophone at Bongo Music. I played clarinet in the United States Army Band, Pershing Zone, Washington, D.C. I played in the concert band. I've been teaching clarinet since the mid-70s. And the way I teach is through helping the student to be the best teacher they can be for themselves, because the student is going to spend far more time practicing by themselves than they are with me. I'm basically a coach, and if I can help the student learn how to practice better at home, then they're going to play better. So there's many ways to practice. I just want to brag about one of my students. He's first clarinet at Fisher's High School in the wind ensemble, and he showed me his playing test. He comes in and says, Mr. Clark, you want to see my playing test score? And I said, sure. And I looked at it, perfect score, 10 on every category. And I said to him, you're not practicing enough. You got to get the let out and just start really practicing. And he started laughing and everything. But that's the key to successful clarinet playing, is being able to practice effectively. One of the things I try to teach is how to practice, so that the student, when they go home, they know what to do, they know what to practice, they know what to listen for, and then they'll be a better student if they practice well at home. So I'd like to give you a little tip on the most important part of your clarinet playing. It is your breathing. And of course, you know you can't play the clarinet unless you blow into the horn. So the better you can blow into the horn, the better you'll play your clarinet. So I like to think of taking 2 breaths whenever you're able to. So if you would just for a moment run your hand down your chest cavity and to the bone right at the bottom of your chest cavity that goes in, points in, that's your sternum. Right inside there is where your diaphragm lies. It's a thin muscle, it's shaped like a half moon, and it lies right on top of your stomach. When you inhale, the diaphragm lowers and expands. So whenever you breathe in, you need to push down and out to help facilitate the movement of your diaphragm. So I use the 2-breath method as much as I can, and when I can only take 1 breath, you know, like on a quarter rest, I'll try to take that 1 breath to be as effective as the 2 breaths. So when you breathe in, your stomach's going to lower and expand. So you breathe in the first time, lower and it'll lower and expand, and then you take another breath right on top of that, and you'll breathe in and push down and out. Don't collapse the first breath and then take the second breath, because you have lost all the benefit of the first breath. So here's what I teach the students to begin to develop their diaphragm by playing long tones. So when you're a young player, they'll just use the left hand and start on C, and they'll put the horn in their mouth and blow out. Then take in 2 breaths. And keep the stomach tight and rigid your whole time, and just sustain the sound, a low C, for a long period of time. Then you exhale, wait a minute or so, take in another 2 breaths and play D. And then go to E, F, and G, the notes you can. The more advanced students can start on low E and go chromatically. Play each note, holding each note for a long period of time to develop their diaphragm. If you want to think of which parts are the most tense in your body, your diaphragm is the most tense part of your body. It is when you breathe in, the diaphragm expands and you tighten those muscles up really tight to put the air into pressure. Then your embouchure is the next most tense. Your fingers are very light and your tongue is like a feather. And so this is the first thing we cover in almost all of our lessons, on how to breathe properly, because if you can breathe properly, you'll play and phrase better. And I hope you'll consider Bongo Boy as a possibility for music lessons. Thank you.